Welcome back. So today we're going to be messing around with, I guess you could say, a little bit of everything car-wise or motor engine related. So basically we're going to kind of go through a couple of things. It's not really an update, but yeah. So like that runs. I drive that, actually just had that out like 15-20 minutes ago. This runs, doesn't drive right now because there's a gas tank. You know, this thing's been sitting for a while. I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera. But inside the gas tank, it's sludgy in there. So that thing needs to be like completely, basically we gotta, which I'm gonna do that in another video, is tear this thing apart, which take the gas tank off, clean the carburetor out, cut stuff like that. Because this thing does run, but I had it running on just starting fluid. So, you know, this thing still needs a little bit of attention, but again, that's in a whole nother video. Need to clutch for that still. We're going over everything that has an engine or motor. That carburetor needs to be put onto it. New carburetor's there, so we need to really pull the generator out and get into that thing. Of course, you know, that's my daily driver, so of course that works. I had something out here, so whatever. Done lost. Okay, there we go. Then go ahead and grab the thing. Oops, forgot, man. Hold on, forgot something. Okay, I'm back. So, like I said, we're gonna go over kind of like everything here in a way. Like even these. Let's go ahead and just set that right there for now. So, like the Honda has not been started in, I don't know. Wow, that's the wrong key. Honda hasn't been started in like a good month or so. And this is one thing that I do like about having the battery disconnects is, even though it's been sitting, it should be fine because the battery's been disconnected. So basically, connect the battery, and start this thing up. And there it is. So like I said, this thing hasn't been started in a good month. Still runs fine. Air conditioner pump squeals. Silverado, which we'll go over this in a second, which of course battery disconnect on this also. So before, the other video with this thing is it was making that noise, so I found out it is the alternator. So after the video went off, I went over this thing and sat here and messed with it and listened and listened and listened, revved it. And when I had my ear kind of going over things, the one idler pulley down there is a little wobbly, a little wonky, but it's not bad. But the alternator is what's squealing on this thing. So it's not like that I'm worried about it like falling apart or anything like that. It's just the fact that, you know, it's got a little bit of hum to it. Did I forget to tighten the battery? Forgot to tighten the battery up. So at least that's a good thing, that I'm not worried about this thing like just falling apart on me. Alternator, yeah, we just got to order one. All right, so now this, same thing. Again, doesn't like to idle, but it runs. See if I can get it to stay running. All right, there you go. So it's running. So that's another thing. Yeah, don't go nowhere. Now this thing has not been started or anything since basically I moved it back here. Okay, so that's electric. That's that. This thing always starts up so easy. It just always starts so easy. I love that. All right, now let's go ahead and dive into this. We'll set that stuff there for a second. Oh, spider web. Pop the hood. Let's connect the battery. So we need to get the battery out of the Corvair because that's the battery that goes in this. So let me go ahead, get the battery out of there, get it over into here, and let's go from there. Okay, so now I have the battery plugged into here. It is charged because, you know, I've been running it in the Corvair, all that kind of stuff. So this battery is a, I'm not gonna say it's a good battery because it is from the 19th year. This is 2024, so the battery is, you know, but it's still operational. Now, again, from back when we were working on this thing, you can hear the beep. So key works, instrument panel lights up, all that kind of stuff. It's just when you turn the key, nothing. And like, you know, I was like, okay, maybe, you know, like there's neutral, you know, maybe sometimes these things get a little, nothing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get underneath this thing, see if the power is getting to the starter, because, you know, electricity runs through and the main lug does go straight, and I smell gas, so, well, this thing's probably, but anyways, the main lug of this power goes straight to the I wonder, did, when I turned that on, did the fuel pump come on? I bet you did. That's why I smell gas, and there's a little bit of a leaky gas right there. Well, that's a good thing. The fuel pump works. And we already knew that. All right, but anyways, like I said, we're gonna get underneath. I wanna see if the starter is getting power to this thing. So let's go ahead. We've got, you know, our voltmeter. We have a light. We have our a wet ground. And then let's get underneath here. Find starter way up there. It says, like, there's the starter right there. Now, let's see here. We can find the main lug that goes power. I think that's it, like right there. I think. Because we're trying to see if, like, the relay's bad or the starter's bad. We're just trying to figure things out here. And that is something I have no clue. So let's, you know, it's kind of hard to like film while you're laying underneath a car. Put that there. Can't really see. Got the light. So let's see if I can get this to, oh, I got stuff all in there. Let's see if I can get this to like work. So like the starter's spinning over, but that's me like jumping it. But it's also not like throwing enough power to make the shaft come out and hit. So starter works. Now basically, so what that's telling me is maybe there's a short. Let's get out from underneath this car. Ah. Okay, man, camera's a little dirty. Man, what's on there? No, you can't see it. So that's basically telling me that there's something up. Whether there's an electrical issue from the key to the starter, or the relay that's on the starter isn't accepting the power that's coming from that. Because again, the thing's got key but nothing. So it spit gas again. That's a good thing though, that it's actually like at least fuel pump's working, because it wasn't before. That's a good thing. So needless to say, there's some kind of electrical issue in between the key and the starter. Now, is it the starter that's the problem, like the relay that's in there? Because I'm just jumping it. So what I'm going to do in another video is I guess I'm going to take the starter out. I need to do more research, because I like all the, well, I guess we should unplug this, because that's the fuel pump right there, and I really don't need the fuel pump running while I'm diagnosing this thing. All right, so now that should stop. But like I said, there's something underneath there, so we're gonna go ahead. We just need to figure out what the issue is with this. I don't know what it is, so it's something I'm gonna have to like Google and try to figure it out, because that's the issue right now, and that's been the issue before, is there's something key related. So take the starter out and diagnose the starter. I don't know. I don't think it's a starter issue. I think there's an electrical issue, because like I'm jumping the starter through tiny wire, so that's not like the best thing anyway. So I'm thinking that there's something down there that's maybe the ground, like, you know, like, no, the ground, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not sure. It's just something we're gonna have to diagnose, but we're gonna try to get back into this slowly. Because I mean, this thing's close to being done. Just the starter and just trying to diagnose it, it kind of kicked me to the curb for a while, and it got me irritated with this. But basically, all I need to do, I've got the valve covers in the house right now, but valve covers are in the house. I need to hook up fuel line. So you got the fuel line in, fuel line return. I have all of that stuff that's in there in the garage. Everything's done. All I need to do is get this thing to crank over. After that, it's hooking up fuel and it's ready to roll. Well, the exhaust needs to be put back on, but I mean, it's like, that's simple. So I guess we just need to get underneath this thing some more, and really diagnose what's the electrical issue. If anybody can help me out, I'm not sure, you know, because like I say, I jumped it, it was spinning, wasn't coming out, but that could be just a power delivery issue. I don't know. We're just still gonna have to do more diagnosing on this until we figure out what's going on. So I guess that'll be in another episode down the line, because like I say, we got still a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead. We're getting back into this. This is going to be coming out real soonly. We're gonna start getting back into this and trying to figure out what's the matter with this thing. So stay tuned for that. So we'll catch you in the next one.